Hey folks, this is Woody from WD Homesteading in South Central Pennsylvania. Today's video is going to be a little different. My wife is going to make fruitcakes, and this is just some of the ingredients: eggs, brown sugar, cinnamon, nutmeg, cloves, molasses, the fruitcake itself, raisins, flour, butter, eggs, brown sugar. I mean, look at all these ingredients.
Okay, first thing you do, it's 1 pound of butter. The recipe is from my grandmother, and she it is a lot of it was done. We had to do a lot of figuring. A lot of it was done in pounds, not in cups, and so we've worked on it over the years. But the first thing you do is you put your 1 pound of butter, and it's supposed to be a pound of brown sugar. A pound of brown sugar is 2 1/4 cups. Okay, after you get it creamed, the next thing is 10 eggs. Then this has 4 1/2 cups of flour, a teaspoon of baking soda, a half a teaspoon of ground cloves, a half a teaspoon of cinnamon, a half a teaspoon of nutmeg, and that goes in. Then you put in 4 pounds of candied fruit. Each one of these is 2 pounds. The next thing you put in is a pound of raisins. And you won't be able to use the mixer. You'll have to use a wooden spoon or a stainless steel spoon after this. You won't be able to use a mixer. It's too hard to mix. And that goes in, and then it is a half a pound of nut meat, a cup of honey, and then a cup of molasses, and a half a cup of brandy. And honestly, I just use cheap brandy. I don't use expensive. And it's supposed to go into a big bundt pan, a cake pan, but I use small little loaf pans. One, because I give some out for Christmas gifts, and two, when we get it out of the freezer, it don't take as long to thaw out. Then I use a big spoon and just gotta stir it, and
It takes a while, don't it?
yeah, and it's very thick and
Rich.
yeah, and it gets hard on your shoulder after a while.
So I might have to help you, huh?
Maybe. And next, after it's stirred, I put it in my pans, and the recipe calls for 3 hours in a bundt pan. I use these little pans. It doesn't take no 3 hours. I just keep checking on them.
So on average, how long would it take?
I
Not
honestly,
sure.
I don't know. I just check on them and make sure they're done before I take them out. And I would say I do it 3/4 full, and it will. That's good. It will rise up.
So if you had to guess, would you think it'd be over an hour easy?
I know it's going to be at least an hour.
At what temperature? 300?
300, yeah.
So you're going to have quite a bit of fruitcakes, aren't you?
Well, I put them,
Yep.
I wrap
them
them in, I use an old sheet. I cut it in squares. I soak the sheet in brandy and I wrap them in that, and then I wrap it in a plastic wrap, and then I wrap it in aluminum foil. Then I put it in a gallon, put them in, I think I can get 3 in a gallon bag, 3 or 4, and then I freeze them. And when, for the holidays, I can just pull them out. And then I will give some as Christmas gifts to my brother, cousin, things like that. We don't give gifts. We usually give food gifts.
Dee, looks like you're on the home stretch.
Yeah, I soak. These are sheets that I use for backings of curtains and stuff when I make my curtains. And then I save it. And then at Christmas time, I will soak the rag in the, oh, I got a cut.
Oh, it burns a little?
It burns a lot.
You'll soak it in the brandy.
And then I put it on there and I wrap this up in it. Then I put it in a plastic wrap. Some people say that you can taste the aluminum foil if you don't put it in the plastic wrap. So I put it in the plastic wrap. And then I put it in aluminum foil. And I know it looks like overkill, but that's just the way that I do mine.
And it works.
And then I'll put a couple in a gallon bag, freezer bag, and I put them in the freezer. And I'll get one out for Thanksgiving and one out for Christmas. And then I give a lot of them away to family members that like it. There's a hair or something.
And you and our son will eat them.
Yeah, where my husband does not like them, but
that's okay. I like other stuff. Like
don't-
horseshoe pie. I love horseshoe pie.
it's horse fly pie.
Oh, horseshoe fly pie? I don't know. But I like it anyhow because that's made with molasses and
Horseshoe.
horseshoe fly pie? No.
No, it's the horse. Now you got me mixed up.
Anyhow, you know what I mean. So there you have it. From start to finish.
And the brandy keeps them moist instead of drying out. And
And that's what works for us. Good day, folks.